A few days ago, I uploaded a video talking about why I believe PlayStation going digital only is a huge mistake. And honestly, I wasn't expecting so many different opinions. Some people agreed with me, some people preferred digital. Others said they buy both physical and digital games, and that's perfectly fine because at the end of the day, we're all gamers. Today though, I want to go a little deeper because this isn't really about discs. It's about something much bigger. It's about ownership, game preservation, and why I believe physical PlayStation games still matter. Before we go any further, let's clear something up. I'm not against digital games. I own digital games. I've bought plenty of digital games over the years. Digital games are convenient. You don't have to leave the house. You don't have to switch discs. You can preload games before launch. There are definitely advantages. This isn't a digital bad video. It's a don't take away physical video. There's a big difference because I think both formats should continue to exist. Players should decide, not companies. One of my biggest concerns is ownership. When I buy a physical PlayStation game, I own that copy. I can put it on my shelf. I can lend it to a friend. I can trade it. I can sell it. I can keep it for 20 years if I want. That's something I really value. Digital purchases are different. You're buying access to an online account. And while companies work to keep those libraries available, they also depend on the platform continuing to support them. That's one reason physical media gives me extra peace of mind. I've always loved collecting games. Walking into a game store, looking through the shelves, finding a hidden gem, bringing it home, opening the case, looking at the artwork, putting the disc into my PlayStation. That's a part of the experience. When I look at my collection, I'm not just looking at plastic cases. I'm looking at memories. I remember where I bought certain games. I remember waiting for midnight launches. I remember finding rare titles that I've been searching for. You just don't get that same feeling scrolling through a digital library. Maybe that's nostalgia. Maybe it's because I grew up with physical games. Either way, it's a part of why I love gaming. This is probably the most important reason of all. Game preservation. Gaming history matters. Every generation introduces new experiences, new stories, new ideas, new memories. Physical games help preserve that history. If everything becomes digital, we become more dependent on online storefronts and continued digital support. We've already seen older digital stores shut down over the years. That's why preservation organizations, museums, collectors, and fans work so hard to preserve games for future generations. Gaming deserves that same respect. Let's not forget about used games. Not everyone can afford to buy a brand new $70 or $80 game. Used games make gaming more affordable. Maybe someone finishes the game after 2 weeks. They trade it in. Someone else buys it for less. Everybody wins. Digital only removes that option, and I think that's unfortunate. Let's be honest. Collectors love collector's editions, steelbooks, art books, soundtracks, statues, maps, exclusive packaging. Those things make certain games feel special. I still enjoy opening a collector's edition and seeing everything inside. It's part of the excitement. If everything becomes digital, that experience changes dramatically. Sony, I understand why you're moving towards digital. I really do. The industry is changing. Technology keeps evolving, but I hope physical games never completely disappear because there are still millions of gamers who appreciate them. People who collect, people who preserve gaming history, people who simply enjoy owning something tangible. Give us the choice. That's all I'm asking. At the end of the day, whether you buy physical games, digital games, or a little bit of both, we're all here because we love gaming. I simply believe that giving players more options is always better than giving them fewer. Maybe one day the industry will become completely digital. Maybe that's inevitable. But until that day comes, I'll keep supporting physical games whenever I can. Because for me, physical games are more than just software. They're memories, they're history, and they're part of what made me fall in love with PlayStation in the first place. But those are my thoughts. Now I want to hear yours. Do you think physical games will still exist 10 years from now? Would you be okay with an all-digital future? Or are you like me and still enjoy building a physical PlayStation collection? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss future PlayStation reviews, retrospectives, documentaries, and discussions. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.